Hello and welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Binkabi, and this will be the third game with blue-black gifts control. I'm gonna keep. It's on the play. This hand would have been fantastic. On the draw, it's okay. Obviously, I thought this would have been a lot better than Mana Leak, but oh crap. As I've said in previous videos, just knowing that they know what I have in hand is so disheartening. It's like now he knows that, for example, a Goblin Guide will be very likely to survive, or a Delver, or whatever. Well, playing Serum Visions is a good sign. Bottom, alright. Thoughtseize? Or Dismember would be nice. Snapcaster is pretty good, I guess. Since I don't have anything to do with the mana, I will fetch a Water Grave with the second Polluted Delta. Actually, I will probably fetch Hallowed Fountain. If he doesn't have a play here, I will be thrilled. But it will probably be something. Oh really? That's nice. Yeah, I'm actually gonna fetch up a White Source. And then yeah, I will have to take damage from the Delta anyway, so I might as well use it. If I don't have to Mana Leak anything, then it's great. If I have to, not so great. Alright, well, oh, I see, it's a combo deck. That's too bad, because Fate Stitcher is not something you want them to have in the graveyard. Well, we have Mana Leak up, we can Thirst next turn, and then we have Snapcaster Mana Leak. Yep. Then we're probably fetching Watery Grave. We could fetch another Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, whatever, we can do that. Dimir Signet, interesting. We could play that and have Mana Leak up. Could just play Ashiok. He might have a counter spell of his own, I guess. This is interesting because I think it will be very hard for him to win next turn. Place Ascendancy, place a land, use the land, play Fate Stitcher, untap a land. I guess it's not that hard. Would I rather Thirst? Yeah, I think I'd rather Thirst than play the Dimir Signet. If I don't have to Mana Leak, of course. It's a bit sketchy because I would rather play the Signet, but since I don't have a land, sure. It would have been sweet to push Ashiok into play though. Now we can Thirst instead. That's also good. We brick on everything, alright. Guess we want to keep Murderous Cut around. Do we want to discard the Signet? No, I don't think so. I want to discard 2 cards, I think. Gonna ditch Ashiok and Mana Leak. Another Signet, of course. Lands is for noobs. Well, I guess we pass then. The thing is that I would have loved to hit a land so I could gifts end of turn. But now things are going south pretty fast. Yeah, I'm gonna pitch a Dimir Signet. I wanted to pitch a decent amount of cards so I could Murderous Cut. because that's actually a thing. And if he isn't doing anything, I will thirst again. Yay, lands! Be gone, Demir Signet. Okay. Yeah, I think thought seizing is okay here. I really want to know what's up here. So now we can actually thought seize and have mana leak up, or we can have mana leak. Sure. That's one ascendancy. Bolt Ascendancy is a charm. I think I take the Ascendancy. Do I thought this again is the question. What am I doing otherwise with my mana? Nothing. Yeah, I think that's fine. If he wants to is charm in response, he can do that. No, it says there's 20 cards. There will be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He could actually go up. Yeah, he could do that with ease actually. Yeah, I will take the Is a Charm, it's the best card of the bunch. Now I'm feeling pretty good because now I know his hand is pretty empty. And we do still have the mana leak, and we have a Cryptic. Sleight of Hand, Bolt Visions. 16, 17, 18, sure. I wonder if I should just cut that. Probably. His hand is Bolt, Sleight. Yeah, I think that's fine. Delta, doesn't matter. Creeping Tar Pit. Might as well play that. Sleight of Hand, Lightning Bolt, Visions of Beyond, and one mystery card. So if I can gift for Iona Burial Rites and get it into play naming blue, I think the game is over. That's 17. 18. So this is what I meant with, alright, no attacks. I'm gonna go for the gifts anyway. If he has a counterspell, he has a counterspell, that's fine. So he has Bolt, Visions, okay. Iona, and Burial Rites. And we will even have mana leak up. I think this should be it. Do we want to wait a turn? No, I don't think so. Maybe it would have been better to thought seize. Sure. You only get to draw one card, so. Yep. I will name blue. I guess he could try to bolt me to death. Let's see if he animates. I block. Bolt, bolt. I still have the mana leak. Yeah. Yep. I guess that's one way to do it as well. How many does he have in the yard? 0. So he's hoping to draw a lot of bolts. And I will animate. Maybe I should have actually thought this first. That was bad. If he has 2 bolts, he can survive this. Mana leak, mana leak. Do you have another bolt? That was just plain bad by me. I'm sorry. I might as well thought this, I think. I go to 8, go to 6, yeah. If there's another visions, I would like to take it. Okay. So that was bad. I should have played differently. Spellskites are actually pretty good. Doomblades are okay, negates are pretty good, ley lines are pretty good. Hellish Norn shuts him off. I don't need Grave Titan, don't need Damnation. On the draw I don't like Ashok. I think I want to Doomblade. Maybe I don't need Doomblade actually. I want the negates though. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 spot removals plus Snapcaster Mage. Jace seems bad as well. He won't be pressured though. Spellskite does basically the same as Doomblade. Do I want a Miser Leyline just for... I don't think so. Maybe I have a Spellskite. Nah. Could have take the Ashok back. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the Ashok back. If I can land it, if he struggles on mana or whatever, I can probably land it on turn 3. And starting to exile stuff is pretty nice. Yeah, I should have thought this before that. That was just plain bad. Do I like this hand? Not really. It's basically a mulligan to 6, which I would have kept, I guess. But it doesn't interact at all. I'm gonna ship it back. I think we can do better than this. See, this hand is a lot better. Just needs lands, so. Yep, as always. God, I hate probe. We have a decent hand, I guess. Yep. Zero mission, sleight of hand, nothing. Temple. Yeah, I'll play a temple. Yeah, I'll keep that. Basically, scrying there means that I'm looking for a land or an interactive spell. I'm basically shipping cryptics. I'm shipping Murderous Cuts, Iona, Elvish Norns, stuff like that. He's digging for a land for sure. Alright, 3 probes, that's good. Very unlikely that he goes off from 0 mana now. Found a land. How lucky. Well, now shields are up. And I will probably be aggressive with the first mana leak. If he plays like a 0 missions here, I'll probably mana leak that. Okay. Hallowed Fountain it is. Dimir Signet. Yeah, I'll play a Dimir Signet now. Now I could play Thirst, but now I actually have lands, so if he wants to counter this, that's also fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. It doesn't change anything. Alright, it's gone. If he can... But he doesn't have a manland, nor does he have Fate Stitches. So even if he resolves an Ascendancy, it's not that bad. If he has another stupid count spell, then it will be annoying. I guess I should do this in response. No, actually I should not. Because if he discards a Fate Stitch, yeah, exactly. So now I have to Doomblade it, which sucks. I think this is worth it because he's so low on resources now that it's very unlikely that he can do anything else now. Dread Dismember, which is alright. It's too bad he actually Thought Scour. Yeah, but that's fine. So you get to draw and discard. Sleight of hand, right? Another Thought Scour, so he has a good card in hand, obviously. Fair Conclave. Well, I will go for the gifts now. Yep. Spell Pierce, okay. I could have waited until next turn, hope to draw. I could have liked Thirst, played Thirst, and Thoughtseize. Yeah, I can play a Thoughtseize. Hopefully it's not Fate Stitcher, but that would be next level. Yep. So you get to mill 2 and draw 1. Another Conclave. Probably card 2 Conclaves. You would have wanted. Do we hit? So now I have to decide if I want to counter this or use the Thoughtseize. I think it's use the Thoughtseize. It's so likely that he draws some random crap that he doesn't want. It's a pretty good hand. I will take Zero Missions. That was 3 very good cards. I'm a bit jealous. Yep. And I took the Zero Missions because it's the cheapest spell. Like now I know he has Remand. Now I get to... I'm actually gonna pay 4 life for this. Thinking I should mana leak this too. No, that's fine. He will get the loot anyway, so let's go and see Chrome. We know he has Remand, that's the only card we know about. So we'll end up with 2 cards in hand. And we know 0 of them. Alright. Now I'm gonna Thirst. I don't care if it gets countered. That's fine. I mean, I guess I do care a fair bit, but I would not have mana leaked to save it. He will soon get milled out, he needs to be careful. Did he elected not to do it? Looks like it. Yeah, that's a good card. So I'll let him draw on this card at least to see what he hits. He hit a Fate Stitcher, that's bad. What's the second card? Island, so we don't know his last card. I think he's going to mana leak, he'll pay, that's fine. But I'm out of resources, so I just tried to slow him down. If I had a removal spell, I would use it on the Fate Stitcher, but I only have counters, so let's say he has his last card is probably a spell. Now he can choose to not pay another Fate Stitcher and try to go for it, which is not unreasonable. He could also pay for it and probably not do anything this turn. Okay. That makes some sense. I'm not sure if I would mill. No, I think you're right about that. Because you don't have that many cards left. So you need to hit a land, a cheap spell, and then chain them together, right? Snapcaster's pretty good. I could Snapcast the Thoughtseize, but that doesn't do anything. I'm gonna Snapcast the Dismember. And can you Thirst an opponent? No, too bad. Stevens, okay. So there's 14 cards left. which is enough to kill me, but I have a blocker now as well. Yeah, I think he's let that happen. I think I'd rather respond to this. See if he has an answer. I won't dismember. If his last cards are like Remand, Is a Charm, then I will be in trouble. And I would like to answer to the first trigger. Thank you very much. Spell Pierce. I was thinking about mana leaking this first, but yeah, you will get a lot of mana and your guy will be pretty big. Ultimately I could have kept Snapcaster in hand to just flash in and block with, but it's so likely that he hits another card here. Land and do you have another Fate Stitcher? Then this will be game over. Thought Scour. I'm just gonna pay for this. I mean, it's so likely, since he discarded Thought Scour, he probably has something. Is there any point in keeping mana leak? I don't think so. I'm just gonna pay. Yeah, alright. Well, this saves me a life too, I suppose. Since I paid 4, but it will get -5, -5. Does it survive? Yes. Boo. Yeah, it doesn't need much now to win this. How big will it be? 0, 1, 2. It needs 6, so it needs 3 more spells. Or another Fate Stitcher. Spell Pierce. There's a lot of Spell Pierces. Oh right, it got countered. What am I thinking about? All it needs is to hit 1 spell. He failed? That's just insane. Thank you, Lord. Unburial Rites. Interesting. Is there any reason to keep Snapcaster back? Let's see. Let's say it draws. He doesn't have a spell, that's clear. So if he draws a spell, he will unearth. This needs 5 turns to kill him. Yeah, I will just attack. Since he doesn't have a spell, I guess if he has another Fate Stitcher in hand and draws a spell, that will also work, I guess. Do I mana leak it? I think I let the triggers resolve at least. 0 missions, right? I think I mana leak that. Now he needs to have a lot of stuff. This is pretty slim here. I mean, all he has left has to be like Fate Stitchers. There's one at least. Negate. Well, that's a good card, but I don't think it will do anything. Since all he needs to do is unearth, play a spell, tap my guy, it untaps, and then he can attack me for lethal. I guess he might brick again. Very unlikely. But I might as well attack because I don't gain anything on doing this. Negate is not a good draw here. Unless he has like Lightning Bolt. Oh, that's right. By attacking I die for sure. Alright. Ah well. I should have kept Snapcaster back. Ashok would have been a pretty good draw a turn earlier or two. Oh well. Then maybe ley lines are actually good enough. And what do we cut? One murder's cut for sure. Do we cut both? Actually, I'd rather have Slaughter Pact, I think. Can cut a Cryptic because they're so expensive. And no, I want that. I think we cut 2 Cryptics. That's pretty ballsy, but I think it's too slow. This is almost the perfect hand, so that would be a keep. So I guess Catacombs into Island Dimir Signet, into Gifts. We need to find a white source though. Oh, every single game. Don't you have anything better to do with your life than probing me? So he has no spell pairs at least. Bottom, alright. You are a bit late, but I guess it will be a decent play on the next turn. Since we don't have white mana, it's no point going for the gifts. Yeah, he's looking for lands again. If he passes without mana up, do I play around? Oh, there is the white mana. I think it's worth going for the ley line, because if he has a spell pierce, I'd rather him spell piercing the ley line. And if this gets into play, his options will be a lot slimmer. And the fact that I could play gifts now to make sure it resolves, but then he gets to untap and could have disruption for the Unburial Rites, and then I just wasted another turn. You did have spell pierce. Why not? Yep. Not only did he found the land he was looking for, he had a spell pierce as well. Mountain, okay. Thought this is pretty good here. Let's get him. I assume some kind of response here. Alright, let's see. If I want the gifts to resolve, end of turn I can Thought Scour. That doesn't do much. Yeah, I think just take the remand, play the Hallowed Fountain, and pass the turn. He will get to draw 2 more cards, but one of them better be a count spell. Says Fate Stitcher, Visions, Arid Mesa, and Dreaded Ascendancy. Sure. So now he has Visions, Ascendancy, Fate Stitcher, and 2 unknowns. One of them better be a counter spell, otherwise he will have a hard time winning this. Of course. Oh well. The thing is, I could have responded to the slight with the gifts, but that wouldn't change anything, as I said, unless I drew like Thoughtseize specifically. But now I'm pretty well set up to beat his hand anyway. Sacred Foundry, okay. Yeah, I will negate that. Says Fate Stitcher, Visions, 1 random card. Ashok would be nice. Creeping Tarpet is not horrible. 4 turn clock, which allows me to keep Doomblade up as well. Another one? No, this is something. Hardcast Fate Stitcher. Okay. Yeah, let's just animate you and attack. Says Visions, that's the only card I know about. I could Doomblade it, but that doesn't change anything. It saves him a mana, basically. Attacking is fine. I would be glad to raise. Now I will Doomblade it, so I can attack again. There's a Thoughtseize. Yeah, I still think I just attack. If I had another land, I would love to play Thoughtseize here. Boo. How likely is it that he has it all? Visions will only draw 1 card. He needs to hit Ascendancy, a cheap spell. Oh, well, that he has, I guess. Yeah, I think just pass. I can play Signet, Thoughtseize, and have Doomblade up next turn. And okay, and another Fate Stitcher. Well, this one can live, don't care about that. Do I Thoughtseize? No, I don't think so. I think you pass 1 more turn. I'll take 1, that's fine. Fairy Conclave, right? Have Fountain, that doesn't do anything. Let's Thoughtseize now. I know he has Visions in hand. I would like to get out of there before he has 20 cards in the yard. Yep. Fate Stitches, Spell Pierce, both which are pretty bad. I guess we take the Spell Pierce. Am I going to die against Fate Stitch Beatdown? I will Doomblade the Fairy Conclave for sure. Now I need to draw something, and Ashok would still be a pretty good draw. I could mana leak that, but it's still so bad. I guess I will. Now my hand is empty, and you have Fate Stitches for days. All you need is an Ascendancy and a Sheep Spell. Ooh! My prayers are answered. There's not that many Fate Stitches I can hit. Just one, I think. Yeah, Surgical Extraction would be pretty nice against this deck. Okay, and he scoops. Sweet, thanks for watching. I mean, he'd probably bricked again, and he knows that Ashok is so likely to hit. I wouldn't have scooped, but oh my god. I was so dead. Ah well, thanks for watching. I'll bring a fourth game right away.